Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. The C8RR is back from the dealer. Super stoked on that. We're going to be reviewing what part was replaced on the vehicle and what the possible causes for its failure were. So stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. We're going to be reviewing the 2020 C8 Corvette braking issues after removing the electronic e-brake system from the vehicle. We're going to be talking about the master cylinder or electro-hydraulic brake system. And we received a few of the trouble codes after removing that system from the back of the vehicle. As you can see here, a lot of these codes are for brake fluid. Some of them are for e-brake position, meaning that the piston is looking for a surface as it telescopes in and out. It's not finding that, so it comes up with a trouble code. Now we've got here the brake system control module. As I said, it's going through there looking for the piston to telescope back and forth, not finding anything. Again, another trouble code for that. And our final page here, looking for signal after it was disconnected. So back to the C2A20, which is our main cause of failure for this. This comes about when there's possibly trapped air or a leak in the hydraulic system that it is detecting. So once the brakes were removed, and mind you, the battery was disconnected 100% during the entire procedure, the electro-hydraulic brake system, which is right here, and I'm going to be reviewing that here shortly, for some reason just went haywire. And once the battery was reconnected, it sounded like there was thumping in the foot pedal area, and it just continued to freak out and eventually quit on me. So I want to believe that this thing just had a hiccup and failed on its own. There was no loss of brake fluid while I was putting the brake system on. And there's nothing I can attribute it to other than this thing failing on its own. Inside of here, there's a valve body which opens and closes, allowing brake fluid in and out. And there is a brain on here, right there, a little PCM. And this thing stores all that data. It needs to be downloaded before the installation of the new one. And then that information will be downloaded to Chevrolet. The new one goes inside the vehicle, and then it is reprogrammed in order for it to work properly in the vehicle. So this is also an ABS unit. All this goes through the firewall into your floorboard. I haven't taken this apart yet, which I want to here in the near future to see what's actually going on in here and what, if I can see if anything mechanically failed. I don't think anything electronically failed, I think mechanically. But, you know, mechanical and electrical, sometimes when they work against each other, failure does happen. So I'm curious to see what it looks like in there. That is the part number. And this is what was replaced. So now we have 100% braking power on the vehicle and no failure. So I'm excited about that. Car is back on the road. We will be going to some shows here shortly. Cars and Coffee, Costa Mesa, San Clemente, and so on. So when you guys replace your factory braking system with a big brake kit, be mindful. It's just one of those things. After reviewing some of the information I received from the technician verbally, you know, he's saying that you have to be careful when you're doing it. And the best alternative is to take it to the dealer after you put your big brake kit on. Do not try to drive it. Some people do, and it results in a failure like this. This is the last thing you want to go out on your car. This part right here with labor to install was $3,000. And yeah, expensive part. So be mindful of that. You don't want to go spend, you know, big bucks on your big brake kit and then have to spend big bucks on this after it fails. So take your knowledge that you have, put your brake kit on, take it to the dealer, have them do the bleed for you, and you'll be able to drive away. The brake bleed procedure, I believe, is about 4 hours total, is what I was told. And they hook it up to the machine, and it goes through the global. Let's pull this up real quick for you guys so you guys can see what I got going. It's the global diagnostic system 2. So they'll hook up to that. It'll read this, self-check back and forth, make sure that the electro-hydraulic brake system is functioning properly, that there's no air trap, that there's no fault in the hydraulic system. Once that clears, you're good to go. If it doesn't clear, then you will receive the horrible check engine light, which I received during our procedure, unfortunately. So let my experience be a learning lesson for each of you so that you do not have to go through that and experience that trouble code. I know there's a lot of guys out there that have experienced it, us being one of them. So that wraps up this segment of the C8 Corvette and the processes we were going through to get this thing back on the road. If I didn't touch base on anything that you guys were particularly looking for, please feel free to reach out, and it's something I can possibly do here in the near future. Also, if you guys would, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've got some pretty rookie numbers up there I'm sure you guys have seen, so I need to get those rookie numbers up. So please do help me out on that. I'd really appreciate it. And you guys stay tuned, follow along, and we'll have some new technologies for the C8 Corvette coming up here shortly. Thank you.